Elvis didn't write most of his songs, and yet somehow they feel like pages from his diary. How does that happen? How can a man step into someone else's lyrics and make them sound like they were written about his own life? In an interview, his cousin Billy Smith once said, Elvis always listened to the words in songs. He loved beautiful lyrics and tried to record songs that fit him. He felt that if it was to be a good recording, he had to like it himself. He was a perfectionist. That sounds simple, but it explains almost everything. Elvis didn't just record songs. He internalized them and then he transformed them. Let's look at how that actually worked. Suspicious Minds was written by Mark James. On paper, it's a relationship song about mistrust and jealousy. But listen to Elvis's version. From the very first line,
we're caught in a trap. I can't walk out.
he doesn't sing it clean and polished. He sings it tight, almost restrained. There's urgency in the phrasing. He leans slightly behind the beat. He compresses certain words. He releases others. That creates tension. Whether he consciously meant it or not, you hear something larger than just a romantic argument. When he sings,
I can't walk out.
it doesn't sound theatrical. It sounds confined. And then there's the famous fade out and return. Just when the song seems to resolve, it comes back. Musically, that mirrors the emotional cycle in the lyric. Conflict, relief, and conflict again is no longer just a pop song. It becomes a psychological loop. That's transformation. Mac Davis wrote In the Ghetto as social commentary. It tells a story. But Elvis doesn't just narrate it. Listen to the pacing of his opening line.
As the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto.
He slows it down. He gives space between phrases. He softens his tone. He isn't performing the story. He's absorbing it. As the song builds, so does his dynamic control. He begins gently, almost conversational. By the time he reaches,
then one night in desperation, the young man breaks away. He buys a gun, he steals a car, tries to run, but he don't get far, and his mama cries.
his voice carries weight without becoming loud. That's control. That's intention. Elvis grew up poor in Tupelo. He understands hardship. He didn't need to exaggerate the lyric. He simply believed it. And belief translates as intimacy. Hurt existed long before Elvis recorded it, but his 1976 version feels almost confrontational in its intensity. Notice how he begins the song, not with power, with fragility. There's breath in the vocal, there's space between lines. Then gradually he increases pressure, not just volume, but emotional force. When he reaches the climactic hurt, it's not technically perfect. It's pushed, it's raw, and that's exactly why it works. It feels larger than the lyric itself. He isn't decorating the melody, he's stretching it.
I would never, ever hurt you.
The final sustained note isn't about range, it's about release. And in that moment, the song no longer belongs to its writers, it belongs to him. This is where transformation becomes clear. Elvis reshaped songs through phrasing, delaying or titling lines, dynamics, whisper to power, micro pauses, letting silence speak, rhythmic placement, often sitting slightly behind the beat. He didn't rewrite lyrics, he rewrote feeling. And that's why even when you know a song was written by someone else, it doesn't feel that way. Elvis Presley wasn't primarily a songwriter, but he was something just as rare, an interpretive artist. He listened to lyrics, he chose songs that fit him, and then he filtered them through his own emotional truth. He didn't just sing songs, he inhabited them. And when an artist truly believes what he sings, you can hear it. And that's why these songs don't feel like covers. They feel personal. If you enjoy exploring Elvis from a deeper musical perspective, subscribe for more Hidden Minds analysis. And I'm curious, what song do you feel Elvis completely transformed? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.